Hello friend, welcome back. In our previous video, I already discussed about that things with you, how can reset your password from to this position. In this video, I will show you how can change or update your password. For doing this, first of all, we have to create one of the controller for this one. Like if you go here and in our HTTP, there is a controller folder, and into the controller folder, there is a auth. So all that authentications related controller, in particular that position, like that's for the forget password, there is a login controller, the register controller, the reset controller. You can see all that controller you will get on particular that position. So for the change password, right now I want to create one of the controller in particular that folder. That means the auth folder. So if you want to create one of the controller, then you have to go to your directory, and into this project directory here, I just define as a CMD. And now I want to create one of the controller in our auth. Okay, like that means here in particular that folder here I want to create one of the controller. So for creating that controller, you have to write down as a PHP artisan make controller, and then I want to create one of the controller in our auth folder. So you have to define your auth folder name and then your controller name. So I just define our controller name as a change password, and then I just define that controller. So here there is a PHP artisan make controller, and then the auth folder, and into the auth folder he will be created one of the controller as a change password controller. So now I just click on the enter, and now here you can see there is a controller created successfully. And in our auth here there is our controller I just created. So here I have created that controller as a change password controller. I hope you can well understand about it. And now I want to create one of the route for the change password. So if you want to create the route, then you have to go to your routes, and there is a web.php. In particular that position, now I want to first of all load some of the page for the reset password. That means for the change password field. So first of all I want to load some of the change password page, and then I will update it. So first of all here I just define that our route URL. So here I just name it as a change password, and then the password. Okay, so this type of on the route I want to create. And now our controller name, so in our that is our change password controller, and here I is defining it. And into the change password controller I want to create one of the method as an index method, and for this route I just name it as a page as a password change dot change. Okay, so this type of name I just defining it on particular that position. So here what exactly the things I want to do. First of all, I want to load some of the page, and where I will match our old password, and then I will put our new password. That means here after that I want to update this password, right? So we have to insert that password newly again. So for doing this better, I just want to create another route. So here I just defining that route name, and when you insert it, then you have to define as a post. So here I just define our route as a post route. That means the post method. Okay, and then our URL will be the same. And in our change password controller I want to create one of the method. So here I just defining one of the method for the update, like as a change password. And for this change password I just define that name as a password update. Okay, I just defined the password update. And also here we have to change one things, like there is a controller I just created in our auth folder. So you have to define your auth folder on particular that position. So here I just define as a auth, and then our controller name, and after that that is our method. So that is also on same place. So here I just defining our auth folder name, and then our controller name, and then the method. So I will create that things later. First of all I want to create this method, that means the index method in our change password controller. So now go to that position, and here I want to create one of the method as a public function, and here I just define our index method on particular that position. Okay, I hope you can well understand about it. And in particular index method, first of all I want to load one of the page. Like if you go to our view, like here that is our view page. In our view there is a auth, and there is a password folder. In password here I want to create one of the page for the change password. Like here I just created a new file, and now I just click on the save as, and here I just name it as a change dot blade dot php. And this page will be like our, if you go to our register, so that type of field will be needed. So for better, I just copy all the things from our register page. I already discussed about that things with you. If you go to the auth folder, here there is our register page, all that code that is for our logging page code. So right now I just copy all the things from our register page. Okay, so I just copy all the things from here, and now in our change blade here I just paste it. So laterally I will customize it as per our demand. Okay, so right now I want to load that page. So here I already created one of the route as a change password in our auth change controller. That means our change password controller. There is the index method. So into this index method, I want to first of all load this page. That means this change password blade page. So here I just simply added the return, and then I just define as a view, and here you have to define that URL. That means this URL in our auth folder, then the password folders, and then that is our page. So here I just defining it as a auth. That means the auth folder. After that, there is a passwords. Okay, I just defining as a passwords, and then our file name as a change. So I just defining it as a change. So first of all, I want to load it. Okay, so here I just defining it. Now let's check this out. I just click on the save all, and now our route is this one. So I just copy it, and now if you go here, now let's check this out. It's perfectly working or not. Better I just go to our main directory, and here I just defining as a change password, and now click on the enter. Yes, now you can see our change password is now perfectly loaded. And also I want to do another work, like if you click on the login, and here right now I already insert some of the data, so there is actually email address. So here I just define that email address, and I just put the password 123 and now click on the login, and here right now I am logging. And I also want to add another button on particular that position for the change password. So if you want to do that work, you have to go to your page, like here there is our view and the auth, and there is a layouts, and here there is the app blade. Into the app blade you get that things on here, like that is actually the logging and the register. Here is the logout, so that is actually one of the buttons. So right now I want to create another button on particular that position. So here I just defining as a okay, I just defining one of the a href, and in particular that area I just want to create one of the page name as a change password. Okay, I just defining as a change password, and here I also want to define one of the route for this one. Like here I just define the route as a first of all you have to define the double second bracket, and particular that position I just define that route. Okay, I just define that route, and here I just define the route for this one as a, I already created one of the method that is actually the change password, that means the password change. Okay, so it will be redirected to particular that position, that means the index method. So here I just name that route as a password change. So for the reasons here I just define that name, so I just copy that password change, and here in our route area I just simply paste on particular that position. And also I want to define one of the class, like here I just define one of the bootstrap class as a drop down item. Okay, drop down, and then I just define as the item here, that is actually one of the bootstrap class, and here I just define the href, and I just put that route. I just created that route as a password change, and here there is a change password. Perfect. So now if you click on the save all, and now if you refresh that page, and here if you put your cursor here, you can see there is actually another button is added on here, there is a change password. If you click on the change password, it will be redirected to our change password URL. I hope you can well understand about it, how the things exactly work. So I just call the route name as a password change. Here I just defining as a password change, and into this position I define our controller in our index method, and into the index method I call our page, right? So here I just simply load our this change password page, that means the change page. So for the reasons it's now visible on here. I hope you can well understand about it. So now I want to customize that page. Right here I want to need one of the field as a old password, and email address we not need it, and also I need another field for the password and the confirm password. So now first of all I want to go that page link. Like here that is our change blade, and in particular that position here you can see that is actually for the email. So here there is one of the tab, so this tab is working for the email. So right now I just remove that things from here. Okay, so that is our password, and that's the another password. So for the name I just want to change it, and here I just name it as the old password. Okay, I just define as a password, so I just defining as an old password for this one. So that will be our level, and that level means here this will be visible on particular that position. Okay, so I just defining as an old password on here, and that is our input type, and here I just define that name as an old password. Okay, I just define as an old password, and also that is a name, so in particular that position you have to also update it. Like here the value, so we don't need this value, I just name that name, and then the error here I have to also define that as a old password. So then and name, there is a name, so value we don't need this value, so right now I just remove that things from here, and that is auto completed as a old password. And also there is a level for name, so I just replace it. Okay, so I just define that name as a old name, and here also I define that old password on here. There is a message, and here that is for the another field for the password will be needed, and also there is a confirm password. Perfect. And also there is a register, that means here there is a register button, so I just want to change it. I want to change it to as a update password. Okay, I just defining as an update password, and then there is actually our form, in particular that form, that means here that you can see that is actually on the post method. And into the post method also you have to define some of the actions, like when you inserted it, then what exactly it should be take some of the action. And for the reasons I already created one of the route. Here you can see I created one of the route as a auth and change password controller. There is a change password method we have to create in our this controller area. And also here I just define that name as a password update for this one. That means this route. I hope you can well understand about it, and you can see that is actually the post method. So for the reasons here I just defining as a post method, and in our action I just define our route name. So route name as a password update, so I just simply updated that things on here. And also here I just defining as a CSRF, so he'll be inserted all the data. So now perfect. Now let's check this out. I just click on the save all, and if you now refresh it, like I just refresh it, yes, now you can see there is an old password, there is a password, there is a confirm password. So here I want to do that type of work, like there is an old password. So right now I'm already logged in with our this user, that means the RDN, and here there is email address, and also they have some of the password. So first of all he will match with our this old password. Okay, so he will be matched with this old password, and if this match, then you can insert the new password. So that's the things I want to do. So I hope you can well understand about it. I already have some of the password. This password will be matched with our old password, and when it should be the match, then you can insert the new password. So that's the simple things we have to do. So I will continue this process, and in our next video I will show you there is a route for the password update, and here I already created that one, that is actually the change password. So in our next video I will show you how we can create that change password method in our change password controller. So thanks for watching, and I will see you in the next video.